Okay guys, today we're talking decimals and I want to be able to add and subtract two decimals by using a method called convert to fractions. Okay, so let's start with an example. Let's say that I have 4 6/10 plus 2 54/100. Okay, so converting to fractions is just that. I'm going to turn both of these decimals into mixed numbers because decimals and mixed numbers are interchangeable. So I have 4 6/10, which as a mixed number would be 4 6/10, and 2 54/100, which as a mixed number is 2 54/100. So I'm just going to add these. I have let me decompose first. 4 plus 6/10 plus 2 plus 54/100. I'm going to group together my like terms. So I have 4 plus 2, putting my whole numbers together, plus 6/10 plus 54/100, putting my fractions together. And I see that I have two fractions here with different denominators. So I have to make my denominators the same. So I have 4 plus 2 is 6, plus 6/10 times an equivalent form of 1 to get a denominator of 100, because my other fraction has a denominator of 100. So I'm going to multiply 6/10 by 10 over 10, which gives me 60 over 100. And I'm going to add my fractions now. I have 6 plus 60/100 plus 54/100, which gives me 6 plus 114 over 100. And I know that 114 over 100 is the same as 1 14/100. So I have 6 plus 1 14/100, which is the same as 7 14/100. Now, since I started with decimals, I want to convert this into decimals now, which is 7.14. And that's my answer there. Let's try another example, subtraction. Let's say that I have 4 32/100 minus 2 51/100. So again, I'm going to convert both of these into mixed numbers. 4 32/100 minus 2 51/100. I'm going to group together my like terms here. So I have 4 minus 2 plus 32/100 minus 51/100. Okay, so I'm going to subtract my whole numbers first. So I have 4 minus 2 is 2. But I can't take 51/100 from 32/100 without regrouping. So I have 32/100 minus 51/100. So I'm going to decompose this 2 into 1 plus 1. And instead of having this 1 as a whole number, I'm going to change that into a fraction that I can use. So I have 1 plus 100 over 100, which is 1, plus 32/100 minus 51/100. Now I'm going to add these two. So I have 1 plus 132/100 minus 51/100. So now I can subtract 51/100 from this 132/100. So that equals 1 plus 81/100, which is the same as 1 81/100. And again, since I started with a decimal, I want my answer to be in a decimal form, which is 1.81.